How many Treehouse of Horror fans do we have here? The last 20 or so have been pretty terrible, and that's putting it lightly. But the first 6 or 7 specials are still annual staples of my Halloween season. Segments like Bad Dream House, If I Only Had a Brain, Clown Without Pity, Dial Z for Zombies, The Devil and Homer Simpson, Bart Simpson's Dracula, The Shinning, Nightmare Cafeteria, Nightmare in Evergreen Terrace, Homer 3, Attack of the 50-Foot Eyesores, Time and Punishment. I mean, this stuff just doesn't get any better. But the few Treehouse specials that followed over the next few years were pretty good too. Not as good as the original 7, but decent enough in their own right, with segments such as Fly vs. Fly, Hell to Pay, The Omega Man, Easy Bake Coven, The Terror of Tiny Toon, I Know What You Diddly Iddly Did, Night of the Dolphin, The Island of Dr. Hibbert, The Fright to Creep and Scare Harms. These are some pretty damn decent Simpsons Halloween episodes. Again, not as good as those first 7 specials, but extremely decent all their own. With that said, there was a noticeable drop in quality from specials 7 through 14, and although I very much enjoyed a select number of segments from each of those specials, as previously mentioned, Treehouse of Horror 7 was when I really started to not enjoy every segment within those specials. As a matter of fact, on a side note, I really didn't enjoy the entirety of Treehouse of Horror 7 almost at all. The Thing and I, Citizen Kang, meh. But I digress. Moving on. I'd say things really started to dip in quality with Treehouse of Horror 15 and onward. I mean, there were surely a few segments here and there that I could find enjoyment in, but they were few and far in between, and none would ever come close to the heydays of The Simpsons Halloween special. I realize this is kind of a strange discussion to have, especially since the typical conversation regarding the quality of The Simpsons is usually one focused on the entire series as a whole, but in my opinion, the Treehouse of Horror sub-series really took a nosedive with special number 15. I'll need to make a long-form video discussion about this someday, so again, I digress. And before I go, I have to give 2 special shoutouts. One to the non-Treehouse of Horror episode titled Halloween of Horror, and one to the Thanksgiving-themed Treehouse of Horror-esque special called Thanksgiving of Horror. Watch them now.